Okay, now I'm feeling a little bit calmer in the middle of a thunderstorm, sounds like. So we're going to fly this beast of an aircraft over the Key West. And I'm just picking up all my numbers I have for this aircraft. Well, that's exciting. A thunderstorm. I'm nevertheless feeling a lot more calmer now because the pressure of teaching something or needing to be at least 90% correct is off. We're just going to enjoy the flight. Yeah, so this is the Latecoere. The pronunciation is probably wrong again. And I've chosen this beautiful yellow and greenish blue jade color thing here, and we are in our dolly and we are on the ground, so we need to get to the sea. So we'll jump into the cockpit. See first off if it will remember all my cockpit settings. Yes, it does. That's nice. Okay, so as the very important post-it says, this aircraft should be on water to take off. So we need to get to the water, and luckily we have our sheeting mode, which is slew mode. I have it from Microsoft 2020, like a Control Y. If you have a keyboard, I think you have it on I can search for it for you. Search for input. It's a quick keyboard. Control Y. Yeah, so toggle slew mode, I think for 2024 is Shift Z, and then you use your num keys to slew away, or some other keys, I don't know, but search in your controls for your keyboard. However, you will be needing a keyboard to do this. Okay, so resume, and we'll remove this, and I will do my slew, and now we can sheet ourselves straight into the sea. Woohoo! How far do we need to go? Depends on where the wind is blowing. Let's go and look at the... Is there a... Yeah, there it is. There is the... So, okay. We'll be needing to go... So the aircraft will be wanting to turn itself towards land, but so maybe we should take off from the other side. Yeah. Ooh. Luckily, Key West is... Yeah, this is better. I think this is better. And plumes. Nice. It's going to be exciting to fly in a thunderstorm also with this aircraft. Okay, so let's do our preparedness. Should I leave the... I think I'll remove that for now. So electric, hide. If I on my wish list is avionics, if you could put in an NDB, and less like the digital. I understand that this is the most easy way to go, but I think this digital stuff is fun and good to play with, but in this kind of aircraft, it's kind of an abomination. Anyhow. Towing doesn't matter because the engines will general, everything is good. Okay. So we'll jump back to the back. To the engine controls and everything else. This one should be at arrête. Okay, so battery on. Let's do the checklist, or otherwise I will miss stuff. And we will do some sheeting. Magnetos are off. Throttle 1 centimeter. I happen to know now that we need to have it a little bit more than 1 centimeter because we want 1200 RPMs or the engine will conk out. So somewhere around there we do an inch instead, 2.5 centimeters or 2 point. What is it? 1 inch is 2.76 or something like that. Anyway, cow flaps. So it's these things here. Book, book, book. And these here. Violet de Capot. No. Okay. So APU starter on. We'll turn around here. We'll start the APU. And once it is going, we can turn on the generators for the APU. Gloop, gloop, gloop. And now we can tell everybody that don't come near this aircraft because it's going to make a lot of noise. Okay. So generators, we have battery. That's number 10. I don't know what that is, but 9, 7, 8, and 9 are giving us some volts. No amps though. Maybe it's not connected to the... Well, anyways, generator, 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 primer. So this one, fuel pump, this one, mixtures are cut off, yes, and yes. Command de Richer. Prop RPM lever. Min RPM. Yes, we are min RPM. Electrical equipment on. Boop. So this is the oil heaters, and one could wonder when you need that, because of course if the oil is too cold it's not viscous enough. Let's see, so we have oil temp is the lowest here. I'm wondering if we could heat up the oil a little bit before start. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, we can. We did. So we want the oil temp and flight to be around, let's see here, 71 degrees, max 93. And with the heaters we get it up to 50. I think we can turn off the heaters now. It go down as fast and it's not very nicely simulated. Yeah, it does. So maybe it's the heaters. But it's a little bit hotter now anyway. Mixtures, rich. For some reason I have put this on a button on my Velocity 1 flight stick. But you can see that one is lagging, or not lagging, but going, having wishing, wasing a little bit faster than the others. However, this one goes up and down all three at the same time. I think this has to do with the simulator, not the joystick. But we did it. Magnetos. And so here is the thing. Should we do it? Let's do it like the sim wants us to do it this time. So we'll turn off this. No, this. And we'll go from engine 1 through 6. So magnetos on, starter on. We'll quickly check the RPM. At least 1200, or it will conk out. It conked out. Why does it do that? It still reads, and we are slowly turning, so yeah. It's just me that I don't hear the thing. Okay, now we need to start this one, engine number 6. Otherwise we will be spinning around. It's going. Let's do number 2. Number 5. Number 3. Number 3. Number 5 is dead. Why? I don't know. This one. So I can see that number 5 is not happy. Try that one again. Come on, come on, come on. We have some islands here we need to preferably not hit. Okay, okay. Okay, we're fine. Stuff we need to do is turn off this. We need to turn off this. We need to turn off this. We need to turn on these. We need to shut down this. We need to jump into the front. Uh-oh. We're just going to pass under the exciting RPMs to max. Trim. Okay. Here we go. There are more power lines here. What? Why? Why? Okay, there. Why do they do that? No flaps either. Whew. Flying visual here, pull it back, and I don't want to go much higher. Let's see our, so we'll go to our lowest cruise altitude, which is 500 meters. We can fold up our balloonets. We did start without flaps, but that's totally legal. However, we didn't use our landing lights. Oh. I don't think I can go much higher now. So we'll trim it to set the course. This way. Okay. Now we need everything to calm down. We are just above 500 meters here. That's good. No higher, no higher. Have to trim. Color set at 760. Just round about there. I think we'll use the road as our navigation. For the day. I am trimming. Wondering if maybe, yeah, can be that the sim has decided to that this oh, did that lightning strike me? trim for me right now is backwards, but that's okay. I just have to remember it. Okay. Time to go back and look at the autopilot. We're already on there. Here we go. Go. Yes. Is that good? Because now I have some stuff that needs to be doing back here. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do auto rich of the engines. Let's see. These are here. Let's go up all the way and then. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see what we have in temperatures. So, I need my little. So if we go from the bottom, we need preferred 71 to 93. So we are a little bit hot on the oil. Let's go up somewhere in the middle there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No oil coolers. We'll close the cowl flaps. Let's see what we get. We should get a little bit better temperature. So oil should be a little bit cooler now. We'll open that next. Might as well. We don't want to run the oil too hot, burn it. So we'll keep an eye on that, but that looks good. Cylinder head in cruise should be 232 to 260. We are at 250, so we have to keep an eye on those two. Air inlet temperature, yeah, it's hot outside. Fuel pressure, I never get this because it says 0.42 to 0.1. It doesn't jive with the black here. And then we have the oil pressure 5,600 to 7,000. We are 5,600 to 7,000. We are within limits. 760. Well, it's pretty good. And RPM 1925. I think I said in the video, the tutorial 1950, but it's supposed to be 1925. So I'm pretty happy with that. We are creeping up on cylinder head temperatures to but that's good. So where are we? Yes, we are lost. descend a little bit to see where we are. We're getting thrown around a little bit here in the storm. Is the autopilot still on? Yeah. $280, $290. We're actually doing the spec. Oh, now we're going down. I think we need to go down, not by autopilot, but by ourselves before we wreck something. Okay, I'm flying the plane. Whoa. Ourselves. We go under there. Maybe. Okay. Let's stabilize this thing. Trim it. Which way is the trip going? Yeah. Everybody's happy with that. also we need to come back on the 760. Cowl flaps on this aircraft is either or, so there's not much we can do about that. We go a little bit higher on the RPMs. I think we are, feels like we are pretty stable now. Let's see. So, no. I really do not hope we're going that way. Because then we're going the wrong way. Anyhow. So we have the speed. Compass. Let's see. Yeah, it's correct in its assumption. We are actually going straight, almost straight east. So the little yellow plane was right. Trying to do some experiments here with the I think those are the lights. See if we can tune something. Okay. Read up on how that should be working. At least when I set this, I can pull it around and I can press set. It sets itself. So what I'm doing here is I'm spinning this little antenna here around. Anyhow, we need to be turning north again. So we'll turn off the lateral. We just coach the aircraft a little bit left. Come on. Stabilize. I think it will want to be going back to its latest course. Yeah, it does. Because we have clamped the cable, probably destroyed it. So no, we turn that thing off. Totally stable, on. Okay. No. Whoa. I think the passengers are a bit annoyed with me. Okay, so on. Okay. Everybody happy? What are you doing? No, 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 no. That's not what's supposed to be happening. Let's turn this off immediately and redo. Okay. That feels well, a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. Okay. Okay. Now. On. And too late. Annoying. To the 1950s robot of doom, and we'll see we are happy. Okay. No. Then that is connected to, yeah, okay. Is it on? No. Clamp on. Clamp on. Why does it want to do that? What did I do wrong? Let's start from the beginning. Okay. Here is where we want to go. Here is where we want to do what we want to do. So that's the way you want to be going. Now it's stabilizing now. I have to turn a little bit on back. Let's turn a little bit more to the left, so we'll turn off the whole thing now. Okay, everything is disconnected. Turn left. It's cold. So the main cockpit lights. Okay. As soon as this thing stabilizes itself, let's autopilot again. Okay. Everything looks good. Okay. Let's jump down here. With the actual risk of being seasick or airsick. So I said it was only one toilet on this aircraft when I did my tutorial. I was obviously wrong, there are 2 toilets. My only thing is, how do you, when you go in there, how do you close the door? Uh-oh, time to go back to... Okay. Time to go back to the cockpit. How do we get... Okay. Let's do it this way. Time to run back to the cockpit. It's starting to thunder. The thunderstorm is coming. We're doing 250 kilometers per hour. It's pretty okay. On an old bird like this. have some capabilities of coping with icing condition in this aircraft. But it's pretty hot outside. So it's not necessary right now. Yeah. This is the icing controls. And let's check it out. Where are we? That's emergency propeller pitch supply. Okay, 24. Yeah, so propeller de-icing switch. So this is the propeller de-icing switches. Stand up here and hold on to the boat. Kneel down a little bit. It's time to go a little bit more to the east. We want to be following the coastline. Go straight ahead. We'll just go straight ahead. This aircraft looks great with the stormy backgrounds. Oops, what happened there? I think we passed a computer-generated weather line and reloaded a new segment of weather. Oh, that's okay. Even though it was a little bit surprising. I have decided to go a little bit lower. Violating every little scrap of airspace here. We're having some trouble loading in the city here. The skyscrapers, but this is why I generally avoid these kind of areas. Because I don't think it's about the internet, because my internet is excellent. However, I think the my Xbox Series X is nearing its capability in loading stuff in. So where were we going? I think we're supposed to land over here somewhere. However, I think that it is way too... Yeah, so we are supposed to land over here. Is a sea landing base, but that's not going to work. It is way too small. Let's see what the wind direction is. Can take a sneak peek at Miami National weather. So 12 knots from 80. We want to be landing 70, 80. So actually we would like to land straight ahead. No, sorry. South. Yeah. 80. So we would like to be landing that way. Let's see if we can come in between these skyscrapers here and land. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so autopilot off. Book, book. Landing lights on. Are the cowl flaps already where they're supposed to be? Nope. Let's open those up. And set the fuel to rich. So my plan is to we're supposed to be landing here, in this area here. That's not going to happen. But we can do a near their landing. So maybe we can come in over Treasure Island and put ourselves down here. Hopefully stop ourselves before we run into anything. Okay. Well, it's not a fighter plane. Trying to bleed off some speed here. We want to be going 170, so 15, 16, 17. So we need the large dial to come here to its end, and then the small dial will take over. When we have the small dial, we are at 180. I think that's good enough. I'm thinking now, should I turn before the skyscrapers or after? Or in the middle? Let's go in the middle. Okay, we need to lower our ballonets. Need to add some power. Are they coming out? Yes, they're out. Because we can't lower the flaps if we haven't lowered the ballonets. We're still coming down at 2 meters per second. Actually trimming. We'll do the flaps now. Just have to be ready. Doing them in a turn. What are the joystick doing? That's not me. Okay. Let's turn into the sunshine here. Land. Okay. It's a big ship. Okay, we are down. So we'll up with the flaps. Notice that I'm doing full left rudder. So this is as close to the shore as we want to be going with this thing without turning stuff off. So let's jump back here and do what we can. Do. Off. Q. And off. Close. Off. Close the oil shutters and fuel, and then turn off the fuel, and then the generators. What we could do is we could turn on the... So these are still lighting, and I don't know why, because they should be off now, I think so. Anyhow. I think everything is where it's supposed to be back here. Yeah. Turn off the power too. Hello, navigator. Did you turn off your stuff? Should we use our tugboat to go a little bit over there? We can, just for fun. Please. Hello. So that thing in the back, is that a... Okay, I think that's a to drag behind the boat, or the flying boat. So it'll keep straight behind the boat. Is that so? That is close enough. Thank you, tugboat. Go away now. Oh, lucky we didn't hit that rock there. Oh, that's not a rock, that's just the sea. Okay, thank you for watching, and I would be very happy if you subscribe to my channel, just for a little while at least, because maybe the gods of YouTube would have mercy on me. Okay, thank you, and goodbye.